What's going on, everybody? This is Jordan with Conquer Trading and Investing. In this update this afternoon, in this episode, we're going to focus here on Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at what has transpired this session and what I think is going to happen next. We're going to be taking a look at the indexes, which are trading up, Russell leading the way, everything looking healthy, technically beautiful. We all know that the dollar is completely dumping. We don't need to really check in on that, but we are going to take a look at gold and silver and see what is next for the precious metals. By the way, before we get into the indexes, we're going to start with Bitcoin today, but I do want to mention that we're running into a little bit of trouble again with the stimulus bill. I think we're seeing posturing on both sides. I don't think there'll be any type of agreement until after the Georgia runoff and they find out who wins. And the reason for that being is because if the Republicans win, obviously we're going to see less of a package. If the Democrats wins, we're going to see a greater package. And right now, game playing it out, it just seems to me that they're just going to keep negotiating until they find out who wins. Neither side really wanting to commit until they know whether or not they're coming from a position of power. Nevertheless, that should be really buoyant for the stock market and the indexes. Technically, they're trading very bullish. You can see the S&P right here at new all-time highs. I want to start with Bitcoin and focus on Bitcoin. If you missed this morning's live stream, by the way, if you were there, go ahead and smash the like button right now. What a beautiful morning session. Just what a really special place and thing that we have going on together. Really looking forward to what 2021 is going to bring for conquering the markets, because 2020 was absolutely extraordinary. I know it's just going to keep getting better and better. This morning I was talking about Bitcoin. I was talking about diminishing returns, which I had gone ahead and set my bull market price prediction of $160,000 off to be safe. Listen, when you put something out on YouTube, you want to make sure that you're right. You have to be conservative, right? But at this point in the cycle, it's clear to me that we are looking, as Plan B put out, at the stock to flow X model, target of $280,000. Probably going to overshoot that. We could see that this cycle so far is producing quicker and higher returns than the last. We have to pay attention to what the market's showing us. And I just want to go on record just saying that I was wrong. I was wrong. I was doing all my research, absolutely my price target. Again, that goal of $140,000, setting targets that could be met. I was doing that off of expecting the third cycle to have diminishing returns. I'm not in that camp any longer. I just want to go on record and saying that I was wrong and make sure everyone is with me as the market continues to unfold and we stay on the right side of the cycle and of the trade. Look, these magic lines. I put out a tweet this afternoon just saying these magic lines doing magical things, and that's what happens. This line over here, this trend line, by the way, that we're looking at, where price was rejected to last night, came in and tested again and bounced off of, that line has not moved. That line was put up months ago, many months ago. That line was put there. Everyone knows who's following my work over here, and what a pleasure it is to share it with all of you. That came off of this clone trend line over there. I then went ahead and cloned them. You could see, again, the connection here, the resistance. And I went ahead. This must have, I don't even know what month it was. It was before we entered the bull market. I went ahead and had all these trend lines over here. And there's more. There's one over here that will come into play later. It's not right now showing because it's not in play. But as we get closer to it, I'll make it definitely darker. This line has been here for months. And you can see right here the two exact touches. I don't know. Maybe it's time to start paying attention if you're not. So what does that mean? Is that the top? Jordan, are we looking for a pullback? How far is it going to go? Should I be looking to sell here and then buy back lower? Not myself. I am fully positioned. I tried to get everyone fully positioned after the pullback. Everyone knows I was looking for the pullback here. I was wrong. It wasn't 30%. It was only 16.5%. And then we recovered. Once we recovered, I said you should be fully positioned. I'm fully positioned. The risk is to the upside. That continues. For the rest of the bull market cycle, I will stay fully positioned. If you look at 3 ways to trade the bull market cycle during on the Bitcoin playlist, there are 3 different strategies. Number 3, you're taking some profits, right, on the way up at certain levels. By the way, if you're tracking over here the low of the last pullback, 150% up, which is the minimum, right? That's putting us somewhere near 40,000. So if you're focused on strategy number 3, I personally would not be looking to take any profit before $40,000, right? That's just my own opinion. I'm focused on strategy number one, making sure I'm fully positioned the whole way. And strategy number two, I will be adding on pullbacks. And not only that, I'll be adding and starting to scale in a lot sooner. Anytime we have a 15% pullback, Jordan will be there looking to get in. And then again, probably somewhere around 20%, again, 25%. I just want to make sure that I'm a part, as the market has been showing me ever since the bull market began, that the volatility to the downside so far has been less. We've only seen two 20% pullbacks and one 16.5% pullback. I'm still in the camp as this volatility explodes to the upside that we'll see it also on the downside. I'm expecting, and you should expect at any time, a 30% pullback. Where that takes you from right now, by the way, if you're enjoying this content, please help support me, my work. Just smash that like button. It takes 1 second, and it's a big deal to me. I do appreciate it. You can see over here a 30% drawdown right now. Takes us somewhere around this next area, right? You can see this area of trendline support we have down over here now. That's coming in somewhere around 16,700, more or less, right? That is as far as we should be watching right now. If you're trading Bitcoin lightly leveraged, right, on the way down over here, the next time we do pull back, you could increase your liquidation, right, up below that level, right? If we lose important levels, by the way, on the way down, you have to lighten up your position. You have to be very careful about that. You do not want to get yourself in a position where you are trading over leveraged at any time. You could play it safe. The safe way now is just sit pretty. Like the whole focus right now is to perform as best as possible right here during the bull phase and walk away accomplishing every goal that you need to accomplish. You don't need to get cute. You don't need to try to time the market. What you need to do is hold, add on dips. That's the only thing. You're just sitting pretty right now. Now, from a technical standpoint, what do I think happens over here, right? You all know that coming in last night, I sent out a tweet. I was like, listen, hold the line. That resistance, hold the line, stay strong. I think it's going to break. We came into it. We were rejected. We broke above it, retested it, and resumed off of it. Over here, I'm not so sure. This morning, I said that looks like a topping pattern, right? Not a topping pattern. Excuse me. That's terrible terminology. I think we're getting ready to consolidate over here, and that's what I think is happening. I'm not looking for a pullback. I'm not looking for a 30% pullback. By the way, just out of curiosity, what would a 15% pullback? Someone also mentioned on Twitter, make sure that you adjust your levels. Make sure that if you're looking to buy pullbacks, that you go ahead and adjust your levels at this point. I'm going to just relay that message to you. It's very smart. $20,000. And notice this big level over here. I'm just going to back out over here. It's around the psychological number of 20,000. That's a 50% pullback. If that were to happen, that would be fantastic, right? I'm sure myself and all of you will be ready for it. Except I think that we're just consolidating right now. And that's what we're looking at here. As long as we do hold this area over here, right? We are expecting to consolidate, which is super healthy after this big move up. This is we didn't want to go straight up. That's unsustainable. That really was not in the cards. Since we're pulling back over here, it looks like we're consolidating over here. And let's just see what happens next, okay? I don't know. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. I have no idea what's going to happen next. I would not be surprised if we, in the next 24 hours, we took out a new all-time high. I just would not be surprised at all. Would I be surprised if this support didn't hold and we broke down? No, I really wouldn't. And to be honest, I might start adding around 21,000, right? Even a little bit more aggressively. However, a pullback at this point, all the way even back towards the breakout, the last support over here, 19,560, that area over there, that's all super healthy if that happens. Just don't bet on it. If you're not fully positioned in Bitcoin, I personally think that right now, right, I would just buy and make sure that I was holding, being aware that I should expect at least a 30% drawdown at all times. But you know what? If you're not fully positioned now and you keep watching the market go up because you keep waiting for it to go down to buy more, you're just going to be better off, in my opinion, riding out the bull. I am fully positioned and I'm enjoying it. And I want to make sure that all of you are able to see what I see and then make your own decisions accordingly. Let's take a look at at silver over here today. I want to go back to the 8-hour time frame where I make my living. You saw me looking at a 1 hour on Bitcoin just now, and the reason for being, I wanted to show you the price action around this trend line over here because things unfold obviously a lot quicker in crypto, especially during right now when volatility is expanding over here. So you could see over here the rejection And then you could see the breakout, the retest, and the resumption off. That's why I was over there. I don't want to confuse you. I think the 8-hour is by far the best time frame to trade, and you're going to have much more success making a living over there. Let's take a look at silver over here. Silver is trading into an interesting level right now. It's at $26. That's a big level. I've been saying now for months. Since October, I've been saying once we get back above 26, I do believe that a run towards the yearly high will come in hot and hard. It looks like that is setting up. Silver seems to me right now. By the way, silver could be, I've said it before, I just want to make sure you understand. Silver in 2021 could be one of the best trades. I do believe in 2021, silver goes on to make new all-time highs. Not taking out the yearly high from 2020, all-time highs. That's near $50. I don't know what the exact print was. Over here above 26, this becomes very exciting over here. Look for first the breakout, then look for that retest and resumption. Another way to play this though, of course, over here is if we pull back into this trend line. If this trend line over here, this was all resistance, that should be support now. If we get rejected over here and have a nice pullback into there, and then we resume off there, I would take that entry. It's an aggressive entry, but your risk is capped. I would take that coming into that little bit of resistance. Just a heads up there for those that are looking. I do try out to call out aggressive entries just so you're aware of them if you want to take them. As I did over here on the S&P 500, I said it was aggressive. I said I wouldn't take it, but I know some of you picked up on that. What's happening over here, just come down to the 1 hour really quick. You could see on a day trader's perspective, we've broken out, we've retested, and now we are challenging, resuming up here, challenging that last local resistance. I'm over here on the 8 hour. I have patience. Even if we just for another session or two are able to rise, I'll just continue to wait, and then we'll be looking for the entry when it rises. Timing is everything. Patience is the key to trading. Really, patience is the key to trading. You all know when you rush things, it doesn't tend to work out for yourself. Have a little more patience. Things are going to work out. I really wanted to dig in a little further. There's not much else to share with you. I'm not going to waste your time if there's nothing else to add over here. The Nasdaq too, we're just in waiting mode. This looks super bullish. New all-time highs, everything technically perfect. You're just waiting here for some type of retest and or consolidation. As it unfolds, I'll help walk you through it. Over here, I was hoping that as the Nasdaq and S&P did come into that little bit of a retrace, that we would see a flow over here into the Dow and see the Dow break to new all-time highs. That would be nice. Nevertheless, the pattern that are we seeing a possible? I don't think so. Are we seeing a possible rising wedge over here on the Dow? Maybe. Be aware. Do you see what you think? Can I make the case for that? I can. I'm more focused right now on this horizontal support right there. And I think as long as we're above that, this is extraordinarily bullish price action with this consolidation right over here, just getting ready to break out over here. That's what it looks like to me at least. And as long as you stay above that 29,600 support over there, looking very healthy. Russell again over here, printing new all-time highs. Indexes look very good. This is probably coming off the back here of the dollar, just making and printing new 2-year lows. If you step back for a second, this is what we're targeting down over here towards the 88.40 area. That will be the 2-year low. We haven't made we're just at year. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, excuse that. We have all of 2019, and now we do have all of 2020. This is technically a 2-year low. Nevertheless, I'm looking to take out and test the 2018 low. Either which way, we all see the trend. It's clear. I think some of my best work all year was keeping everyone on the right side of that trade, the US dollar trade. And here we are. Listen. Like I said, this is going to be short and sweet because there's nothing else to say. Sorry, there is. Ethereum, we need to consult and take a look at Ethereum. By the way, this is actually set up very nicely over here. I'm going to go down to a smaller time frame. Not that you should. I just want you to see the price action over here. We'll start on the daily, on the hourly time frame. Right? What I want you to check out over here is we spiked down over here into that area. That's a retest, by the way. You could see over here, maybe on the 4-hour, let's take a look. All right, let's take a look together and see. Well, right now, the markets are obviously moving very fast over here. If you fall down to the 4-hour, I'm not going to say that's wrong, right? Nevertheless, what I am going to do is tell you what's right and what's in your best interest, and that is staying on the 8-hour. I just want to dig in here and get a good look at what's going on with you. I do not want to lead anyone astray or confuse anyone. 8-hour, it's where it's at. Over here, we have the breakout over here, right? 621. I said once we break 621, it could be very quick before we're looking at 730, and then not even just 730. We have the next level over here at 817. Both of those are in play right now, right? But right over here, you're getting a retest after the breakout. Those that are interested in Ethereum, you are lining up your trade right now. This is where you want to look. I am a firm believer we're going to see alts start exploding, right? I'm all about the Bitcoin trade. Everyone knows that. And I've tried to explain that to everyone and to make sure everyone was in the trade that matters, which is Bitcoin. Nevertheless, I do believe in crypto. I believe we're going to see some crypto projects go on to have extraordinary market caps. And I just want to, anyway, Ethereum right now, alts right now, I think this is when you want to be lining up your trades. What about on Chainlink? Let's take a look at Chainlink over here as well. Where could I find my beautiful, beautiful Chainlink? I don't see it on my chart. There we go. Chainlink also, look at this. This is very, very important. You see right now we're retesting that breakout above that 1345. Important resistance. This is the resistance I kept pointing out to you. We're above it now, and now we're retesting it. A resumption off, I think. This is the entry that people are looking for. Now you have to get the entry. What does that mean? You don't buy just because we're testing the support, right? Because we could easily, this could be a failed breakout and we could just, boom, lose it easily. You need to have that indication that price is resuming back towards the trend. That looks like price making a higher high. That's your first indication. You then know where to put your stop loss. It's all about risk management. It's not about taking risks. All right, everyone. Really looking forward to tomorrow morning's Friday session, which are always a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for listening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all that you add to the community. Thank you for the extraordinary messages you've been sending me. I take each and every one of them to the heart, to my heart, and I'm grateful for you and for what we've built here together. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful day.